Hello again, everyone. Alan Patton from Walter Boyd Field in Maroa for the Class 1A second round football game between the Villa Grove Blue Devils and the Trojans of Maroa Forsyth. Both teams come in with records of 9-1. Both teams' colors are blue and gold. Both schools' fight songs are Illinois Loyalty. But I think the the comparisons end right there. Maroa Forsyth, a very powerful football team. They come in with a 9-1 record. They were the winners of the Blue Division of the Okaw Valley Conference. The Villa Grove Blue Devils 8-1. They were 5-1 in the Little Okaw Valley and came in second place to Cerro Gordo. Both teams have very productive offenses and very stingy defenses. But it's going to be a test for the Blue Devils today as they take on the Maroa Forsyth Trojans on the Trojans' home field, which is artificial turf. Very spectacular complex here at Maroa Forsyth. Artificial turf field, video board atop the scoreboard. They have play clocks at each end of the football field so you can see how much time you have to go before you snap the football. And so it's a cloudy, cold day. We had rain earlier in the day, but the field is in excellent condition. Talking to Coach Chad Musselman of the Blue Devils, it should not be a factor, the fact that the Blue Devils have not played on the artificial turf. He said they were able to use their regular cleats. So hopefully the Blue Devils will give the Maroa Forsyth Trojans a good football game today, even though they will be without a couple starters, Ryan Pierce and Noah Palmer. High school football on DouglasCountyDigest.com is brought to you by Edward Jones. Jim Kleiss serving Douglas County and Tuscola on Route 36. The Villa Grove State Bank, your community bank since 1919 in downtown Villa Grove. Arthur Flowers and Gift Shop with flowers, gifts, and 20 flavors of fudge in downtown Arthur. The Longview State Bank, we belong together with 4 locations in Villa Grove, Newman, Camargo, and Sidney. State Farm Insurance, John Davis serving all of Douglas County, located in Tuscola. The Hillard Insurance Agency, your neighborhood agency in both Tuscola and Villa Grove. The Main Street Gallery with local Douglas County photos and frames in Arcola. Rick's Country Market, the freshest foods with down-home prices in Villa Grove. The Hillegosh Schrader Funeral Homes in Tuscola, Arthur, and Arcola. A. Patterson Springs Bed and Breakfast in historic Patterson Springs, located between Camargo and Tuscola. Paulie's Barbecue, the best smoked meats right here at home in Arthur. Sewing by Kathy. Alter, repair, or new, it's up to you in Tuscola next to Edward Jones. The Tuscola National Bank, the only locally owned and managed bank in Douglas County since 1890. And the State Bank of Arthur, a great country full-service bank since 1910. And a great big thank you to the cities of Tuscola, Arcola, Arthur, and Villa Grove for their support this football season. Both teams are on the field getting ready for the opening kickoff. Less than a minute to go before the kickoff. Both teams won their opening round games decisively last Saturday. Maroa Forsyth defeated DuPont by a score of 54-6, and Villa Grove won a home game against Winchester West Central 48-8. So that puts the 7th-seeded Villa Grove Blue Devils here at Maroa Forsyth against the 2nd-seeded Trojans of Maroa Forsyth High School. Maroa Forsyth will kick off to start the football game. And handling the kickoffs for 61, Tyler Ortman, John Henderson, and Austin Hubbard back to receive for the Villa Grove Blue Devils. And the kick is up. We're underway, and it is going to go out of bounds, and it will go to Villa Grove, and they'll get the football first on offense. And that will give Villa Grove the football. Let's see where they're going to spot it. Going to spot it at the 35-yard line. And the Blue Devils huddling over by Chad Musselman on the far side of the football field. Blue Devils going from right to left. As we get underway, John Henderson, the senior quarterback, Terrion Price, number 3 of the lone setback. Austin Hubbard goes in motion. Henderson pitches right to Hubbard, and he's going to be stacked up and thrown for a loss. In on the stop, Justin Mikeworth among the Trojans, along with Brock Elliott. Going to be a loss of a yard on the play. So it's going to be 2nd and 11 at the 34-yard line. Wide to the right side is Gabe Palmer, number 34. Once again, Shane Frick, Austin Hubbard, the wingbacks. Terrion Price, the lone setback. Here's Henderson rolling out to the right side. Pass is complete to Hubbard. He gets across the 40 to about the 43-yard line. He was knocked down by number 25, Ben Williams, and number 21, Arbor Emroski in on the stop. And it's going to bring up 3rd down. Ball at the 43, a gain of about 9. And it's going to be 3rd down and a couple. And the play goes straight ahead. Looks like that was Terrion Price carrying the ball for about a yard, so it's going to be 4th down. And a yard to go, and let's see what the Blue Devils are going to punt the football. Probably a smart move here early in the game. About a minute and a half into the game, you're in your own end of the field. You don't want to give up the ball on your end of the field if you can't make it on 4th down. Austin Hubbard will punt, gets a low snap, gets the kick off, and nobody back to receive for Maroa Forsyth, and it is going to be downed by number 25 for the Blue Devils, Skylar Orwick, at about the 18-yard line. About a 38-yard kick for Hubbard. That was about 10 yards better than his average last week against West Central. Maroa Forsyth getting ready to take over on offense. Number 9, Jack Hockaday, the quarterback, single setback behind him. Here's Hockaday, going to keep the ball himself, and he's going to be tripped up behind the line of scrimmage. Shane Frick on the stop for the Blue Devils. Hockaday lost a yard. Going to be 2nd and 11. So both teams lose yardage on their first play from scrimmage. Hockaday with Jordan Bond to his right. Wide receivers, 2 wide receivers to each side. Hockaday, who's passed for over 1,600 yards, rolls out to the right side, puts the ball up in the air, and it is tipped and incomplete. It was intended for number 22, Alec Martin. Number 7, Drew Asherman, was almost there to catch the tip, but it is no good, and it's going to be 3rd down and 11 for the Trojans. Wide to the right side, Clayton Zills and number 32, check that, number 22, Alec Martin. Single setback, 3 wide receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Hockaday fumbles the snap on the shotgun snap, picks it up about the 6. He's going to be brought down at the 10-yard line. And getting back there for the Blue Devils, number 32, Austin Hubbard, number 56, Bjorn Oberg. The ball back at the 10, a loss of 7 on the play. And Villa Grove moves Maroa Forsyth back on the first series of downs. Hockaday back to punt. He averages a little over 20, just under 27 yards a kick. This is going to bounce to the 45, and it is going to roll back inside the 30 of Villa Grove and is down at the 24-yard line of Villa Grove. that is a 66-yard punt for Jack Hockaday, and Villa Grove will take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line. Let's give you the Blue Devils starting offense. Up front, along the line, number 77, Logan Vollmer. Number 73, Patrick Dahl. The center is Bjorn Oberg, number 56. Henderson under center for first down. He's going to roll to the left side. He's under pressure. He throws. It's pulled in by Austin Hubbard, and he is brought down at the 28-yard line. Nice catch that time by Austin Hubbard. Kind of brought it in, stabilized it with one hand, and then pulled it in. A gain of 4 on the play. It's going to be 2nd down and 6 at the Villa Grove 28-yard line. Henderson under center, rolling out to the right side. He throws it. It's complete to Gabe Palmer on the other side, and he's knocked out of bounds at the 35-yard line. That should be enough for a first down for the Villa Grove Blue Devils, their first of the football game. Henderson rolling out on these 2 pass attempts. He's 3 for 3 in the passing department here in the early going. Rest of that offensive line, number 61, Wyatt Beasley, and number 50, Devin Frederick. Here's Henderson keeping the football on the option play. Henderson crossed the 1,000-yard barrier last week. He's going to get up to the 39-yard line, a gain of 4 for Henderson. It's going to be 2nd and 6 for the Blue Devils. Jake Riestek comes wide to the left side. Henderson fakes the handoff, takes it himself up the middle, gets up to about the 42, we're going to say. And it's going to be 3rd down and 3 for the Blue Devils. Gabe Palmer comes to the near side along with Jake Riestek. Looks like the Villa Grove backfield in kind of a full house tee with Price, Hubbard, and Frick. Kind of a wishbone look. Here's Henderson, and he is brought down behind the line of scrimmage. Number 33, Justin Mikeworth, makes a tackle back at the 36-yard line. A loss of 6 on the play. And it's going to be 4th down and 9 for the Villa Grove Blue Devils, and Austin Hubbard will have to punt once again. He got a 38-yard kick. This time Alec Martin is deep for Maroa Forsyth. Hubbard punting into the wind, gets a snap, gets a high kickoff. It's not a very deep one. It's going to hit at the 40-yard line. Maroa Forsyth is going to be down at the 38. And it's going to be a 26-yard punt for Hubbard. And Maroa Forsyth takes over 1st and 10 at their own 42. Check that, the 42-yard line. So that knocks it down to a 22-yard punt for Hubbard. Here's our handoff to the right side, taking the football, number 34, Jordan Bond, and he breaks free into Villa Grove territory, and he's going to be brought down at the 38-yard line. So that's just about what they lost on the punt. So it's going to be 1st and 10. For Maroa Forsyth. Hockaday in the shotgun formation. He has Jordan Bond in the backfield. Man in motion comes across. Hockaday throws on the left flat. It is complete. Making the stop is Tyler Harrison, a sophomore who's replacing Noah Palmer in the lineup. Looked like that might have been number 7. Stephen Miller also in on the stop. No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. Ball at the 30. They're going to call it the 39. Here's Asherman in motion to the right. Here's Hockaday faking the handoff, taking it himself. Flag on the play. Hockaday still on his feet as he gets inside the 25 to about the 22-yard line. But there's a flag thrown right around the line of scrimmage. See what the call is from the officials on the far side. Holding against Maroa Forsyth. So that's our first penalty of the football game. And it's going to go against the Maroa Forsyth Trojans. Be a 10-yard walk-off from the spot of the foul, which was the 38-yard line. So that'll take the ball back near midfield. And it's going to be second down. Ball at the 48. They have to get to the 29. I think my math skills tell me that's 19 yards to go for the Trojans. Hockaday in the shotgun, takes the snap, looks downfield, throws it down, and it is complete to Alec Martin, number 22, at the 10-yard line, just outside the 10. Gabe Palmer back deep covering. Martin had him beat. And it's going to be a 1st and 10 at about the 12. 36-yard pass play for Maroa Forsyth. Single setback is Justin Mikeworth. Hockaday going to keep it himself, gets inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Gain of 3 on the play. Got to be 2nd and 7. That's the first positive yardage Hockaday has had carrying the football. 2nd down, 7 yards to go. The ball at the 9. 5:24 left to go in the first quarter. No score here at Maroa Forsyth. Hockaday. Nobody in the backfield with him. 3 wide receivers to the right, 2 to the left. Gets the snap from the shotgun. Looks right, moves left, running with the football. He's going to get down, I think, to about the 8. Gain of a yard on the play. Got to be 3rd down and 6 to go. Jared Derby, number 82, the nose guard for the Villa Grove Blue Devil defense rather. 5'9", 160 and a senior. 3rd down. The ball's marked at the 7, so it's going to be 3rd and 5. Backs in the eye behind Hockaday. He hands off to Mikeworth, the fullback. He's still on his feet, and he bowls his way in for the touchdown. Justin Mikeworth on a 7-yard run. Comes with 4:27 left to go in the first quarter. 6 plays, 58 yards on the drive. Attempting the extra point will be Mikeworth. Holding for him will be Clayton Zills. He'll attempt the extra point. He is 44 of 50. Left-footed soccer-style kicker puts it up and in. And with 4:27 left to go in the first quarter, the score, Maroa Forsyth 7 and the Villa Grove Blue Devils nothing. So Villa Grove marching the football down the field that time, got a 19-yard run by Jordan Bond, and then a 36-yard pass play from Hockaday to Alec Martin that set up the touchdown just outside the 10-yard line. And a couple plays later, it was Mikeworth taking the ball over for the touchdown and then kicking the extra point to make it 7-0 in favor of the Maroa Forsyth Trojans. So number 61, Tyler Ortman, will be kicking off. Back to receive, John Henderson and Austin Hubbard are the deep men. Terrion Price and Shane Frick stand about the 20. Hubbard and Henderson are back at the 5. Ortman waiting for the signal from the officials. He puts it up. And it's going to be taken at about the 10-yard line by Austin Hubbard. He moves to the right side of the field now, cuts up the middle. He's got some running room. He's across the 25, across the 30, out to the 40-yard line for Hubbard. And he is going to be brought down by the kicker, Tyler Ortman, at the 49-yard line of Villa Grove. Nice kickoff return by Hubbard. He took it to the right, then cut up field. Saw an opening and took it out to the 49-yard line, but I think we've got a flag way back at the 20 or at the 17 or 18-yard line, blocking below the waist on Villa Grove. So that nullifies an outstanding kickoff return by Austin Hubbard, and Villa Grove will get the football deep in their own territory. Going to be marked off from the 18, probably about half the distance. And up. Yeah, 1 yard there, fella. 1st and 10 for the Blue Devils at their own 9-yard line. So Villa Grove with the football. John Henderson at quarterback. He hands off. And looks like it might be Terrion Price. Yep, he's pulled up off the pile. Price gets about a yard on the play. Got to be 2nd down and 9 at the 10-yard line. 4:05 left to go. Clock running here in the first quarter. Number 64 for the Blue Devils, Kelly Chapman, going off the field. Here is a pass that's intercepted. Henderson intercepted. Drew Asherman intercepts the pass. And Maroa Forsyth in excellent field position. Ball going to be at the 17-yard line. 1st and 10 for Maroa Forsyth after the first turnover of the football game. Here's Hockaday, backs in the eye. He pitches to the right side. Jordan Bond takes the football. And he's run out of bounds at about the 14-yard line. Austin Hubbard making the stop. Ball is 14, a gain of 3, going to be 2nd and 7. Bond is carried twice for 22 yards. Backs behind Hockaday, and we've got a flag on the play. False start by the offense, so a 5-yard penalty. Where were these guys? Where was that microphone last week when we needed it over at Villa Grove to explain what was going on? They got the officials mic'd, so this is big time, folks. Got to be 2nd down and 12. The ball goes back to the 19-yard line. Bond, single setback, pitches out. Bond left side. Tyler Harrison lost him on a tackle. Then Shane Frick and Jake Reefsteck got over there to make the stop. And he's going to be brought down at the 21-yard line, a loss of 2 for Bond, and it's going to be 3rd down and 14 to go. They have to get to the 7-yard line. 3:09 to go here in the first quarter. Maroa Forsyth leading 7-0. Hockaday back to throw, rolls right, and throws it short right in front of the intended receiver, Drew Fredrickson. And it's going to be 4th down and 14 at the 21-yard line. That's the 4th pass attempted by Hockaday. And it looks like Mike Worth is going to try a field goal. It's going to be a 38-yard attempt. Mike Worth has made one field goal this year, one of three. This is outside. He made it in the 20 to 29 yard range. This is going to be a 38-yard field goal attempt. The snap is down, the kick is up, and the kick is no good. Looked like it was wide to the left. So Villa Grove will take over as the 38-yard field goal attempt is no good. And the Blue Devils will take over with 2:55 to go. And the ball will be at the Villa Grove 20-yard line. Third possession for the fourth possession. Last one was cut short by an interception. Henderson drops back to throw. Now he rolls out to the left. Looking downfield, he's going to keep it himself. Henderson gets across the 25 to the 30-yard line before he is brought down. Ben Williams making the stop. Ball is out to the 30-yard line, and it's going to be 1st and 10. That's the second first down for the Blue Devils this afternoon. Wingbacks to each side. Terrion Price gets the handoff up the middle. He's going to get a couple to about the 32. That's the third carry for Price. He's got 4 yards. Going to be second down, about 8 yards to go. 2:24 left to go in the first quarter. Maroa Forsyth leading 7-0. Wide receivers to each side. Frick in motion. Henderson fumbles the football. Faked the handoff and got hit. And I believe the Blue Devils came up with it. We're going to say Logan Vollmer, the left tackle. Going to be 3rd down and 8. No gain on the play. Wide receiver to the near side, Jake Reefstack. Gabe Palmer wide to the right. Henderson back to throw. Almost intercepted, tipped, and incomplete. Jack Hockaday tipped the ball, intended for Gabe Palmer on the far side of the football field. That's the first incompletion for Henderson. Going to be 4th down and 8 at the 32-yard line, and Austin Hubbard going to be called on to punt once again. Alec Martin, the deep man for Maroa Forsyth. 1:41 left to go in the first quarter. Hubbard punting into the wind. Line drive kick, bounces at about the 45, and Martin's going to pick it up at the 34-yard line. About a 34-yard kick. Got to be at the 40 or 36-yard line. .30-yard kick for Hubbard. And it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Trojans. With a minute and a half to go in the first quarter, coming in from the sidelines was Aaron Sill, a 5'8", 247-pound junior. Or senior, check that. Hockaday under center. Hands off to Bond over the left side of the line. He's going to get a couple yards out to about the 38. Gain of 2, 2nd and 8. Cole Beasley in on the stop for Villa Grove. Both teams going without huddles. Number 7, Asherman wide to the left side. Number 5, Drew Fredrickson. Wide to the right, there's a man in the slot to the right side. Hockaday under center. Fakes a pitch, rolls out to the right side. He's got some running room. He's got the first down and more. He's into Villa Grove territory inside the 40 down to the 37-yard line. 25-yard carry by Jack Hockaday. Austin Hubbard in on the stop for the Blue Devils, and it's 1st and 10. Maroa Forsyth. Clock stopped to move the chains. Ball at the 37 of Villa Grove. 3 wide receivers to the left side. Bond to the left of Hockaday in the shotgun formation. High snap. Hockaday looks right, rolls left, puts the ball up in the air, complete to Martin at the 25. Martin still on his feet, and he's going to go in for the touchdown. 37-yard pass play from Hockaday to Alec Martin. That's the second big gainer in the passing game for Maroa Forsyth. Martin had a 36-yard pass catch to set up the first touchdown, and how he scores from 37 yards out on a pass and run from Jack Hockaday. Mike Worth will attempt the kick. As we said, he's 45 of 51 now this season. This one is up, and it is good. And the clock stopped with 27.9 seconds to go in the first quarter. And the score, Maroa Forsyth 14 and the Villa Grove Blue Devils nothing. Well, that was a short drive for the Trojans, as they started at their 36, 3 plays, 64 yards. A 25-yard run by Hockaday and helped set up the touchdown, got them into Villa Grove territory, and then the 37-yard pass play from Hockaday to Martin gives the Trojans a 14-0 lead. That is Hockaday's 17th touchdown pass of the year, and for Alec Martin, it is his fifth. It's his 5th touchdown reception. Tyler Horton, we'll get it right. Tyler Ortman, number 61, set to kick off. Henderson and Hubbard deep to receive. This is going to be taken by Hubbard at the 15. Hubbard going to the right side, going wide to the right side, and he is tripped up by Alec Martin. So the guy that caught the touchdown pass making the stop on special plays. And it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Blue Devils. And it's going to be at their own 24-yard line. So Villa Grove with the football, huddling around Coach Chad Musselman on the far side of the field. They're led out there by John Henderson, number 6, the 5'11", 180-pound junior. Terrion Price is the fullback, number 3, 5'7", 185, a junior. The wingbacks are number 32, Austin Hubbard, and number 14, Shane Frick. They're lined up in a wishbone formation. Henderson going to keep it himself, and he's going to get a yard, possibly. Henderson has carried 5 times already this afternoon for 12 yards. Going to be 2nd down and 9 at the 25 as we have 4 seconds to go. And that's going to be the end of the first quarter here at Walter Boyd Field in Maroa. After the first 12 minutes, the score, Maroa Forsyth 14 and the Villa Grove Blue Devils nothing.